Something snaps. The world twists in an instant. In the space of a single heartbeat, you lose control. But the strange truth is this. The most dangerous moment of any crisis is not the attack, not the explosion, not the collapse. It's the first 10 seconds after it happens. 10 seconds where your mind fractures, your instincts collide, and time itself can feel like it's slowing to a crawl. One wrong reaction here can pull you deeper into the very danger you're trying to escape. You see, most people don't panic because of the threat itself. They panic because they have no idea what their own mind is doing. They become strangers to themselves when it matters most. But what if you knew? What if, in that moment, you understood the chaos? That's where you take control back. It begins before you can think. In those first 10 seconds, a silent war erupts inside you. The world warps, a glitch in your senses. Your rational mind, your logic, suddenly collapses. An ancient force hijacks your body, a feeling so overwhelming you can't even form a word. But this isn't chaos. It's a precision-engineered program. A threat is perceived, real or not, and your amygdala screams in alarm. Instantly, your sympathetic nervous system floods you with adrenaline and norepinephrine. Your heart hammers, blood reroutes to your muscles, preparing you for a fight that may only exist in your head. This program is older than humanity, and it's running you.
The moment danger erupts, your brain detonates into overdrive. Sound becomes a razor's edge, then vanishes into a high-pitched ring. Your vision collapses into a tunnel, locking on to fragments instead of the full picture. A crack in the pavement, the glint of metal. Your breath catches, your heart pounds a frantic rhythm inside your chest. This experience has a name, and it isn't simply fear. It's sensory overload. Biologically, your brain's alarm system is screaming for data, trying to process every detail simultaneously. But it's too much, too fast. The system glitches under the pressure. This glitch is why survivors often talk about feeling detached, as if they're watching a movie of their own life. Time stretches and distorts. The moment feels unreal. It's not confusion, it's a protective shutdown. Your brain is simply drowning.
You trust your thoughts. Every single day, they're what guide you. But what happens in a moment of pure, sudden danger? In that instant, your thoughts are the first thing to die. Deep inside your brain, an ancient alarm system, the amygdala, slams its hand on the control panel. It shuts down all logic, forcing you into a raw, primal survival mode. You don't get to think, you simply react. This is precisely why first responders drill simple actions over and over again until they are automatic. Because in those first 10 seconds, the rational mind is offline. It can't analyze, can't plan, can't negotiate with reality. So if you haven't rehearsed what to do when everything goes wrong, your instincts will choose for you. An instinct is not always your ally.
We all know fight or flight. It's the story we tell ourselves about bravery and survival. But what if the first chapter is missing? Before the choice to fight or run, there's a third, primal command: freeze. Your body locks down. Your breathing stops. Your brain, in a split second, is calculating, trying to buy you precious moments in a world where a single moment can be lethal. This wasn't a sign of weakness. It was a predator evasion tool, the last hope of the hunted trying to become invisible. But our dangers have changed. In the face of a car crash, a fire, or sudden chaos, that same ancient instinct that once saved us can now cost us everything. And the most chilling part? Most of us will never even know it happened. You might never realize you were frozen in time until the moment has already passed you by.
Close your eyes and put yourself there.
A crowded place, a city square maybe, the murmur of 100 conversations, the smell of street food and exhaust. Suddenly, a violent sound tears through the air, a concussive blast that isn't just heard, it's felt deep in your bones. Screams erupt, the ground trembles beneath your feet. For a moment, you don't think, you don't move, you don't breathe. This isn't a failure, it's a primal survival mechanism. Your sympathetic nervous system floods your body with adrenaline, but before the fight or the flight, there is the freeze. It's a moment of hypervigilance, your brain desperately trying to process an impossible amount of information. Where did the sound come from? Is there another? Who is screaming? Your mind is not failing you. It's fighting its own battle. Your ancient amygdala has hijacked your rational prefrontal cortex. Instinct is now in the driver's seat. And the battle is far from over, because what comes after the freeze is a choice that will define everything. We're halfway through this breakdown. If you want more episodes that reveal how the mind behaves when everything collapses, how danger works, how criminals think, and how survival truly begins, subscribe. This channel transforms real psychological science into the kind of knowledge you can use in any moment of danger. Your support helps us create deeper, sharper, more intense episodes every week. Now, let's step back into the darkness. The freeze breaks. Chaos reigns. But in that moment, something else shatters. Not just glass, not just concrete, but your fundamental belief that the world is a safe place. And rebuilding from that kind of rubble is a different war entirely.
When panic hits, your brain doesn't just freeze, it makes mistakes. Predictable ones, but deadly. We see it happen all the time. People run without direction, blinded by the pure urge to move. They follow the crowd, even when that crowd is sprinting straight into danger. They waste precious seconds screaming, feeding the chaos instead of finding a moment of clarity. And then there's one of the strangest instincts of all. Completion bias. It's the brain's bizarre need to finish whatever it was doing before the threat appeared. This is why you hear stories of people running back into a burning building for a phone, a bag, or just to finish a sentence they were speaking. It's as if danger can be asked to wait, as if it will pause politely at the door. But it won't. Danger never waits.
We have this idea that professionals in a crisis, firefighters, pilots, soldiers, are fearless. They aren't. Their secret isn't a lack of fear. It's that they've bypassed panic altogether by installing a different operating system in their minds. They have pre-installed reactions. They achieve this by rehearsing chaos. In simulations, in drills, again and again, they face the worst-case scenario until their brain has no room left for hesitation. The body's impulse to freeze is overwritten with movement. The instinct to run blindly is replaced with a predetermined direction. Unreliable gut feelings are replaced with life-saving protocol. They don't show up in hope for control amidst a storm. They prepare for it. And that deep, relentless preparation is everything. It's the difference between surviving the first 10 seconds or being completely consumed by them. Survival isn't about military training. It's about a simple system that cuts through your brain's chaos when the world stops making sense. It starts with one deep breath. This isn't just about calming down. It's a chemical reset button for your entire system. With that clarity, find the exits, plural, because every danger has more than one. Then move with intention, not with fear. Avoid the instinct to follow crowds. Panic spreads faster than any fire. Force your mind to think only in verbs, in commands. Escape, move, act. These are small decisions, but in a crisis, they are the only ones that matter. Panic itself isn't a personal flaw. Think of it as an old survival program running on new hardware, fighting a world it doesn't recognize. But once you understand what your own mind is doing, you take back control. This is Mind Under Threat, where we reveal the science of fear and the truth of survival.